everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we have an out and about vlog. This weekend was a long weekend and my parents were free, so we decided to go out and enjoy the hot summer days, of course. I know for other families and I guess adults my age, it's quite normal for them to drive out of the town and province or even fly out to a different country for vacation in the summer, but my lifestyle goes a little differently right now. So this weekend we had gone on Sunday to the Dundurn Castle, which you can see in a little bit, as well as after that we go to the Royal Botanical Gardens, and on Monday in the evening I went jet skiing with my family, which you'll see in a bit. But basically now we have arrived to the Dundurn Castle. There it is right there. It's basically a house, but apparently it's been called a castle for years and years and they just never bothered to change it. So once we arrived, we come to this gift shop to show the ticket that you've purchased online. We had purchased ours the night before, and so we had some time to kill and we walked around the gift shop. It had really cute vintage things to buy if one wanted to. We almost did buy 2 items, but that didn't happen. I think my dad had found a watch, but we didn't get it. As you can see now, we have officially started the tour. The tour lasts an hour with the tour guide, of course. And while exploring throughout the entire castle, the tour guide will basically talk about facts on the family and basically all the information that we have no idea about, but they do. In case you're wondering how the tour guides have all this information about the castle and the families that lived in it, this was thanks to one of the daughters that actually lived in the castle at the time. She apparently had written in her diary every single day how her day was spent, so I guess we're super thankful to the diary that she wrote in. Just to give you a glimpse into some of the information they told us, for example, there was 2 owners for this castle. One of the owners got broke 3 times, and one of the owners as well was in many professions. He was an actor, a lawyer, a banker, you name it. He had done all of it. But that was just a few facts. Of course, you have to go there and enjoy the experience of all the information being shared. Once the tour was done, we headed to the military house, and if you purchase a ticket of going to the Dundurn Castle, you get a free ticket to go to the military house. After that, we went to the kitchen garden, which is basically the freshly grown produce that was used in the castle for meals, was grown. We recognized some of the vegetables that were still being grown there, such as cabbage and watermelon and so forth. There was also, just here and there some flowers being planted just for some color. This was the last stop for the Dundurn Castle area. The Dundurn Castle is super close to the Bay Area, so when we had found parking, we saw that it was a nice spot for us to sit and chill afterwards, and so that is us here, and the view was definitely really, really pretty. We could see the boats and the jet skis. There was a nice breeze coming in as well, and that was really helpful as it was a super warm and hot day. Now we're on our way to the Royal Botanical Gardens, and it was not that far of a drive from the castle. It was perhaps 5 to 6 minutes. The views on the way to the gardens was really pretty, as you'll see, and the bay was of course right beside us, so while crossing this bridge we were able to see the water on both sides. Now we have arrived to the main entrance of the gardens. I remembered on the way while driving to the center, we passed a few of the other gardens that we have access to once we buy a ticket. While walking around inside the center before going outside to the gardens, I noticed there was a lot of plants and greenery, which is definitely really pretty. Now we are officially outside in one of the gardens, and let me tell you, these gardens are huge. This is just one of them that we went to. I think they have 4 gardens in total, and we ended up touring 2 out of the 4. Just a little heads up and I guess a few tips. Definitely take yourself water that is cold and wear a cap and sunglasses for when you're going to the gardens. Make sure you don't stay in the sun for too long. Take breaks and find some shade, because if you're walking around for a long time, you're definitely going to get tired out in the heat, which is not something you would want, as you'd like to tour as many of the gardens as possible. This is the second garden that we went to that day. This one was like a greenhouse, I'd say. It wasn't fully outside, but definitely could still feel the heat. There was 2 levels for this garden. We had first gone to the top level, and later on you will see us explore the main bottom level. The main level here had smelled really nice because of all of the herbs that were planted. There are quite a few fishes in this pond. You can't really see all of them, as some of them were much more deeper in the water. After exploring the second garden for the day, we were done, and now we are just exiting from the entrance center. After this, we decided to fill our bellies before heading back home, so we ate out at an Indian restaurant. And after having that successful day, we are now driving home so that we can rest up and be powered up for our day tomorrow. This next day we had not much on the agenda. We just had jet skiing, which was definitely good, as the next day all of us had work. Now, finally, we have arrived at our destination. We first had to confirm our booking that we did the night before, and once they checked everything, we were good to go. They had put a life jacket on us and told us we had an hour, and there was a stopwatch on the jet ski to make sure we were in time. My dad and I took turns operating the jet ski, so I definitely got to experience doing it all on my own, and it was definitely super fun. Now the hour was done, and so we were heading out back home. And that was how my weekend was spent. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.